Welcome to the first video on facilitating wins. Our purpose is to enable professionals to use the Virtual Wins platform to facilitate great team efforts. We are using the Facilitating Wins workplace, clicking on the right target to join, and we begin with an orientation session so that each person can experience being a participant before being a facilitator. In the second part of the seminar, everyone gets to view the Rapid Action Planning Session team map as a facilitator. In the third part of the seminar, each participant maps their own process, and then one of the participants facilitates everyone else using their just mapped process. We begin with the orientation to the tools session, where everyone first signs in by clicking Open next to the first activity. And we each add our names and expectations for the seminar by hovering over one of the light bulbs and clicking Add Item to this list, and then clicking Submit. As with most sessions with new teams, we have everything set for anonymous participation. By clicking the right activity arrow on the second tab, we go to the next activity, where we brainstorm and discuss poor behaviors on virtual teams. Clicking the right activity arrow again, and everyone rates the impact of each of the poor behaviors on a scale of 1 to 10 by clicking on the drop-down arrow next to each item. When ready, we click Submit Your Responses, and then click on the Results tab to view the results. The results show that Meeting Bullies Dominate Discussions is rated as having the highest impact, with an average of 8.8. For the facilitator, the first evaluation often ignites some great discussions, with the potential for updating the list and reevaluating. It is that simple and fast. The next activity is for identifying and assigning tasks and timeframes. Clicking Edit this task allows for editing the task, setting up start and due dates, and updating the status and percent complete. Clicking Assign To brings up the session roster so one or more people can be assigned a task. Each task also posts to the individual's profile with links back to the session and task list. The next activity was done at the end of the seminar and provided some great feedback on what worked well and what we can do better. Though before this, we first clicked Exit and clicked to open the Rapid Action Planning session, where everyone is set up as a facilitator and has an additional Design tab. Clicking Design, and we see that there are more activities than are visible to participants, including activities preset to allow for updating the initial list and reevaluating. To edit an activity, we click the gear icon and view the activity setup page. At the top are the title and any notes that will appear on the activity list. Next, instructions that display when the activity is opened. Following this are activity status settings. The defaults are No for being open and Yes for being visible. Scrolling down are the settings for appearance of the activity box and then for the items. You can change the defaults. I often change the comment font size to 10 to further distinguish from items. The drop-down menu shows the settings for displaying or not displaying the contributor. With Show Anonymous, not even the facilitator can tell who submitted. The default, Show Nothing, is not the same as Anonymous, as attribution can be displayed for anything posted as Show Nothing. Go ahead and practice with different combinations, such as showing the contributor's name for the ideas and Show Anonymous for the comments. Or start with Anonymous and then change to Show Contributor for all new items or comments. The purpose, process, and people will determine what approach is best. The default for the permissions is for new participants, keeping it simple so that all they can do is edit or delete their own contributions. Further settings are for displaying the results of the evaluation activities and a button to make the evaluations anonymous. The next section is for setting the rules for inheriting. For example, in a vote activity, you may or may not want to display the comments, just the items, or you may want to inherit from a prioritized list activity into a task activity only those items that received a 3 or higher and to inherit in the sort order. Advanced options for text is a setting used to post a link to another website. Great for including a YouTube video or to display an image or PDF you have uploaded to a Media tab folder. For the prioritization activity, you can input your own scale, whether 1, 2, 3 or low, medium, high, or a 1 to 10 scale, with the results displaying either in the original order or sorted with the highest priority item at the top. The multi-criteria tool allows for up to 7 criteria sets. Hover over the light bulb to display the menu, and click Edit Criteria Set Number 1, and give the criteria set a title, and then enter the values and their weight. A simple low, medium, high with 1, 2, 3 for the weighting, up to a 0 to 10 scale with equal weighting, or maybe a Fibonacci sequence used for agile development with a weight of 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, etc. The manual operations are available after data has already been inherited into an activity and there has been additions or edits to the source activity. You may want to either update by merging changes or replace the new content, though often it is just as easy to create a new activity. The third part of the seminar gave everyone a chance to map their own process session.